God, this sin lurks within me. What am I to do? I don't do what I want to do, and I do what I don't want to do. This sin grabs hold of me. I lose all control. What is it, oh man, if you gain the whole world but cast your soul into the depths, the fires of hell, for what? A moment of pleasure? A release? A spell? That would erase what you're feeling, erase all your cares. 15 seconds of freedom, an eternity of hell. Ill-gotten gain with ill-gotten treasures, thinking I knew what was best, thinking I knew better. Because I wanted what I wanted, I didn't want to be alone. I knew if no one else would answer, sin, she was waiting by the phone to take me out, rocks into bread, treasured the world and kingdoms at hand. Everything I have I offer to you with charm and sweet words. I was led astray too. I went into her house where she caressed my back, told me everything would be okay, that with her I would never lack. Those feelings I was searching for, she was there to erase my fears. I gave up the struggle, I was all hers, no cares. We drank of deep love till morning did come. And I awoke, raped, abused, body left numb. I'd sold all I was for an empty lie, and now I was left more darkened than the midnight sky. My emotions were gone, not even a tear could cry. Someone once asked me, how could you? Why? I remember the moment when a path I would take, a choice was at hand as I made my debate. Temptation had seized me as I'd drawn toward its route, but a path was given me to find my way out. I took the path traveled by more than a few. Broad or narrow, I took the easy way through. Little did I know we were diving into the pits of hell, landing softly, warmly. But I could tell something wasn't right. This isn't where I belong. That's when I heard her as she sang to me her song. Seduced by her offerings, I followed her hand, yet I longed for the wilderness of my travels to the promised land. I was now in an ocean sinking deep in my sin with a chain around my neck, weights as fins. And as my life crashed into the depths of the ocean's fire, I didn't regret not receiving any of sin's desires. My only regret was I had forsaken my Lord as I turned my back on him to grab hold of this world. Now in pain, in tears, in bloodshed I drowned. I wonder what it's like to hear a sound other than screams of terror and rushing waves, flames of fire and flesh decayed. Yet, into the depths dove one sinking faster than me, with a spear in his side, blood pouring out furiously. With a crown of thorns, he must be the worst, tied to a tree, hanging as a curse. But there he was, and as he reached out, he offered me his wounded hand. I did not know why, but I took hold of this man. He did not grab me, but he reached out in love as he broke my chains as we began to rise above the shrieks of misery and the waves of death. I had dove in on my own, but he dove in next. He brought me to the surface and laid me on the shore, and with a still soft whisper, you are mine, my child. Go and sin no more. I have bought you with a price, for you are my great treasure. From now on, it's never just you. We've got this together. He clothed my wrecked body with grace and great love as we sat there to dine and to take of the bread and the cup. Shortly thereafter, he was on his way, and I dove back into that ocean, but not by mistake. No longer was I John. I was a fisher of men, and I reached out to my sinking brother and offered him my hand.